This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On first down, here comes this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking for a crease to the left. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Torres. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Give to the running back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're at defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Torres. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Throwing right. And that pass is intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Power football with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield, it's Torres. Throws for the tight end. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, they're just floating one up down the boundary, trying to give their receiver an opportunity to make the play. Just catches it out of bounds, incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go right back to the run. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma Pat.
Oh, look out, there he goes! That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will audible. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Try to get it on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking the front.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Noles want to move quickly. He wants to throw here on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He tries to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Torres. Going for the big play. And he intercepts it. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
He's looking to throw it right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. At the 40, there he goes. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the Bearcat. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Torres. Keeps looking downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The run from the shotgun.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The give out of the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent. Things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Snags it. Touchdown Sooners. And the punishment has been extended. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Got his man. Obliterates him, still on the move. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down?
Get set, get set. Tuna.
They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Florida State 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard. Back to pass, it's Torres. Fires to the right. And he's lucky to get that one back. The junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. And his throw is incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense, quick tempo. Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete. He makes a grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they're listening to that card.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? These corners going to give these receivers some space. Dances away to buy time. Looking down the left side. And he throws another interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Wants to throw. It's Torres. Still looking on the move. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for a man on second down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bermudez. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. He's looking to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. It's still third and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Looking for more room.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he holds it in at the 25. They're able to make the stop, and this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely